Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to thank you guys for watching my video and for giving me feedbacks, for the comments, for the likes, and for subscribing to my channels. I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. You are welcome to this page. Okay, so today I just want to, should I call it a rant, or I just want to talk about the challenges that farmers face in their various type of farming. Is it broiler farming, poultry farming, or fish farming? I just want to talk about the challenges that farmers go through and possibly how we can overcome these challenges. You agree with me that the major aim of running any business is to make profit? Yes, in as much as passion is important and the joy you derive in doing business is important, the fact still remains that making money is still the goal in any business venture. To make money, because you use money to start up your business, and definitely you want to make the money back and make more money from it, else you would just keep your money in the bank and just relax at home. And okay, so I just want to talk about the challenges that farmers go through in various type of farming. Okay, so please just listen, and you will be blessed. Okay, all right. Like in fish farming, farmers let me start with fish farming. Farmers often face the challenges of where to get their fingerlings. Yes, for your fish farming business to be successful, for any batch to be highly successful, you need a good seedling. This also implies to any type of farming, either poultry farming, either you are planting yam, you're planting cassava, you're planting whatever. If you don't have a good seedling, it's a big problem. Yes, because farming is whatever you put is what you get. Whatever you put is what you get. For example, in poultry business, if you have a very bad seedling, the seedling here refers to the chicks, the day-old chicks that you stock, or the day-old chick that you stock. If you have a very bad one that is being produced from a very bad parent stock, you have a big problem, because if the parent stock where this thing is, the chick is out from, has a very stunt growth, has issues, genetic issues and the rest, this will also run through to the chicks or the fish that you bought. Do you get it? There are some fish that are dwarf. Yes, I've had an experience where I stock 10,000 fishes, and I can tell you for free that over 5,000 were dwarf fishes, and it becomes a problem, because buyers, the market women, will tell you some people forbid buying dwarf fish, some people don't like short fish. My customer like long fish. Do you see the problem? At the end of that batch, I ended up drying the fish. I caught it and drying the fish, and that is how I sold that fish. So you see where the challenge comes from. Good seedling, it's very, very important in farming. This also applies to poultry business. If you have a bad chick, they won't grow. You just be feeding them and they won't grow, and by so doing you are losing money. Imagine feeding your chicken for 6 weeks, 7 weeks, and they're looking as if they are 4 weeks. Remember, in farming you are selling weight. Also in fish farming and in poultry, if your chicken or your fish does not weigh well, you will make more money. So this is one major challenge that farmer faces in farm business. So for you to be highly successful in farm business, you need to get good stock. Very, very important. So how do you get good stock? Yes, how do you get good stock? In my previous videos, I advise, make sure you go to farms, visit farms, get to meet people who are successful in this business, who have been doing this business for a long time. You don't just go to any archery and you start buying fingerlings. You don't go to any place and you just book. You don't just see any aboki on the road and anybody selling point of lay, or anybody selling maybe like 2 weeks old chicken, and you try to buy it and they will tell you before you feed for 2 weeks they are running to 2 kgs already, and you just buy. So proper information and where to get your seedling, it's very very important. This also applies to farming. Maybe you're farming in cassava, you're farming yam. If you have bad seedlings, they won't do well. So it's very important. Take note of that. Make sure you visit a good farm. Make sure you have contact. You know that I in my last video I talk about joining a group. If you're a farmer, if you're a fish farmer, you're a poultry farmer, there are several groups that you can join. These groups are not eating. Some of them are in Facebook, some of them are on Instagram. You can join them. You can enroll in online classes to know. Also, in one of my videos, I also made video on as I talked about how you can identify good fingerlings, and I also talk about how you can identify good chicks. So you can go back to my previous videos and watch these videos and get the information. For any business to strive, information is very important no matter what. You don't just jump into any business because you heard the business the business is very lucrative and you just jump into the business. It doesn't work that way. All right, that is number one. Number two is lack of fund. Yes, number two is lack of fund. Before you jump into any business, make sure you have the capital to run it. Make sure, I talked about this in my last video here. Make sure you have the money to run the business. Lack of capital can destroy your business, because you feed your fish or your chicken to a certain extent and you don't have the money to like continue. You get discouraged. You will not be happy with yourself, you know, because you come to the farm, the chickens are looking for food to eat. They don't have feed. The fishes are like, when you pass, they want to eat, but there's no feed for them to feed on. It's going to be a big problem to you. So before you start, make sure your capital is on ground. Okay, 3 is and also, okay, how do we solve this problem? As I said before, please stock what you can feed. Stock what you can feed. If you know you can currently feed 50 birds, go for it. That is very important. And number 3 in fish farming is the source of water. If the water is bad, the rate at which your fish will be dying, you will think maybe village people has come. Your fish will be dying. They'll be dying so badly that at the end, you're going to run a huge loss. So it's important you test your water, the pH of your water. It's very important to know if your water is acidic or not. These things are very important. As you will stock your fingerlings, and by morning, you will see them all floating in the water. And I gave an advice in one of my videos. When stocking your fingerlings, there's something they call soda ash. Wherever you are buying feed, ask them, use soda ash. Soda ash helps to neutralize the water, the acidity of the water, and makes it comfortable for your fingerlings. That is very important. All right, so hope you're taking notes. Another one again I want to talk about is the cost of feed. This is a huge problem. I said in my last video, the money we use to feed like 3,000 birds, you can't use that same amount of money right now to feed 3,000 birds. As of when I started fish farming, we're buying 9 mm for 4,500. We're buying 9 mm for 5,000. That was the range. It got to a point it increased to 6,000, 6,500. But right now, as I'm talking to you, the last feed I bought 3 days ago, 9 mm is 24,000 plus. So the cost of feed is a major problem in farming right now. Cost of feed is a major problem. And so if you're not careful, you just end up going back to what you saved already. And so this is why it's very important, if you are doing business, you should have savings for conditions like this, because when things like this come and you just want to increase your capacity to meet up the demands of your customers, you need to go back to your savings and put money back into your business. You will definitely get it back. So cost of feed is a major problem right now. Cost of feed is a huge problem. It keeps increasing, like every 2 days cost of feed is increasing. So take note of that. It's very, very important. So how do you do this? As I've said, if you know you want to increase your capacity, you have to add money to your business. Yes. Or if you don't want to, you reduce your capacity, so you can conveniently feed your birds, your fish, without stress. Okay guys, the other point I want to talk about is stealing. The rate which farmers lose their stock, lose their livestock, is alarming, especially if you don't have security around your farm. It's important your farm should be fenced. Put a guard, fence your farm. If you live far from your farm, put somebody that will be there watching over the place, and you have to trust the person you are putting to some extent. I know it's very difficult to trust human being, but at least have a certain trust. Make a background check on the person you want to put in your farm. It's very important, because stealing can actually cripple your business. It can cripple your business. The last time I was selling my feed, my agent that was selling for me was telling me about somebody that stocked 1,000 catfish in his farm, and is selling less than 500. The boys were selling the fishes. It's not always in the farm. They sell the fishes, and at the end, nothing to show for it, and it can be discouraging, and it can make you lose interest in the business, and it can it can affect your finance in the business. So this is very important. Mind the person you put in your farm that is taking care of your farm. Always keep stock. I'm always a fan of that. Keep stock. Be the one to buy your feed. Don't give somebody money to buy your feed. Be the one to buy your feed. If you are not there, have the contact of the people that sell the feed. Have the contact of the people that you buy chicken from. Just be the one to buy these things, and let the boys go and carry them. Take stock. How many feed did you buy? How many bags are they eating a day? So you will know what is going on in the farm. Then it's also very important to visit your farm, as it shouldn't be too long. Don't stay too long before visiting your farm. And the way I visit my farm, I visit them unaware. I just go when nobody is expecting. I don't tell you I'm coming to my farm. You just see me in my farm. So these things are very, very important to take note of. Very, very important. If your farm is not fenced, try as much as you can to fence your farm, and give it a proper lock, because apart from the boys working, the people working in your farm, people can actually come from outside and steal your stock. Just go make away with your stock in the farm, and this can be very devastating. So this is not good at all for the business. All right, another thing again is the pricing. We have a problem with pricing in this country, because anybody can just say the way they like. Fish can cost for 2,400 per kg, and another farm is selling 2,000. Another farm, they won't tell you, madam, I went to this farm, and the man is selling 1,900, just want to sell off. Is a big challenge, because right now feed is expensive, and you begin to wonder how people just sell their stock, their fish, or their chicken. They just sell it anyhow. I don't know if maybe some people don't keep stock. They just want to sell, maybe so that others will not sell. So the pricing is a huge problem. Assuming there's a price regulation where they will say, okay, every farmer 1 kg is 2,400. Every farmer stick to 2,400, or 1 kg is 2,000. Every farmer stick to 2,000. It will be very good. But right now they have a general price, but people they don't follow the general price. I'm talking about fish farming in this case. People don't follow the general price. You know, they will come, some farmer will just call the agent, and I have fish to sell and I'm selling 2,100. Who no like cheap thing, you know? And farmer buyers rush down to buy. And so this is also another problem in this business. And some farmers can be very firm with their price. They will tell you they're selling 2.5. 2.5 is 2.5. If you're not buying, you just leave it, and it works for them also. So me, I do that. If I know the general price, some of those group I mentioned, I'm in some of those group. So when they ask how much are they selling in so area, I get to know how much they are selling, and I stick to it. Even if you want to say above that, fine. But if I know this is the general price, that is what I stick to. If you come, I tell this is what I'm selling. I even inform my agent before they come to the farm. This is what I'm selling. They're not buying. This is what I'm selling, because I can't afford to sell my fish or my chicken anyhow just because I just want to sell. No. As I said from the beginning of this video, the purpose of doing business is to make profit and make money. So why sell my chicken or my fish anyhow just because I want to sell? Makes no sense. Okay guys, so these are some of the problems. If you know you want to go into this business, these are some of the things that you look into. Source of water also is very, very important. There's no way you can have a farm that you don't have water. So if you are planning on going into any farming business, you need water, whether you like it or not. You have to sink a bowl, or just strategize on how you can get water in your farm. You need it. Whether you are doing poultry farming, those ones, they drink water. Chicken drink water. If you are doing fish farming, you need water steady, because like every 2 days you are changing water. So water, it's very, very important. Adequate water in your farm will make your farming easy for you. Okay guys, I think let me rant about this, and who knows, somebody can get 1 or 2 information from this video. Merry Christmas to you guys. I'm still going to drop a video before the Christmas holiday. Please guys, watch my video, like, comment, and please, if you're watching my video for the first time, thank you. Please subscribe and go back to my previous video. You will love them, and you'll get information from this video. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Bye.